Hello everyone, long time no see. Well, I'm down here in Chelmsford. It's been 5 weeks since I broke my hip and I've managed to struggle all the way up here. Well, struggle? No, not really, kind of hobble more like. I've got my crutches on, so hopefully it'll be a good turnout. I'm here to support the Pink Ladies and everything that they do, because living in Folkestone, I'm well aware of what living next door to a migrant camp is like. The ladies here are completely frustrated. The buses are being laid on for them from Camp Wethersfield. So I'm going to head into the crowd, record a few speeches, have a few interviews, and let's see how we get on. Okay, let's go. I've just met these lovely Pink Ladies, and if you'd like to introduce yourself, that'd be great.
I live in Chelmsford, and I'm here because I'm just really worried what's happening to our country and how all these undocumented males are coming in and just like intimidating us, especially around here in the Chelmsford area.
Yeah. So you told me earlier that they're bussed in from Wethersfield.
Yes, that's right, they are.
These are free buses?
Yes. Yeah.
And how long are they in town for?
I don't know. How long do they go in town?
Well, I see them there mid-morning and then late afternoon they're still there. Their pick-up point is at the local Tesco supermarket. They're quite intimidating.
They're intimidating. So do you have kids, grandkids? Or?
Well, my grandson, my 21-year-old grandson has just come back from holiday and he said, Nan, I'm going to work and train and I'm going to go and live in Australia because his country's no longer got anything for me.
I don't blame him.
So sad. So my grandson is going to go and live in Australia.
Okay.
But yeah, we need our children protected, our girls protected. It shouldn't be happening. I want us to spend all the money that we have looking after our beautiful British citizens.
And without, I don't want to embarrass you, my love, but that is a question.
I have 2 daughters and 5 grandchildren, 3 of them are girls, and I'm just here because I want them to have the life that I had, the freedom where I wasn't afraid. I mean, I worked in London for 40 years, I used to commute up there and come home late at night and feel really safe. I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that.
No.
So, what would you say is the biggest problem that is affecting young girls at the minute in this area? It's intimidation.
Yeah. And especially with the little ones as well, you know, the youngsters, like they're trying to go out on their own, you know.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't let my grandchildren go out on their own at the moment.
Oh, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying the same thing. All of why are these men being dumped in our community? We don't want them. There's been no risk assessment. No one's asked us. A lady called me the other day from Inverness, in the Highlands of Scotland. 400 men from foreign cultures dumped in their town. And she said some of the people have never left Inverness. They don't know what's going on. Who are these men? All the way down to Exeter. We've got a lady here from Crowborough, Kim, she's going to talk to you about what's happening in Crowborough. And then we've got Emma, who's going to talk to you about what's happening in Chelmsford. Because I'm not from Chelmsford, I'm from Epping. This lady over here is not from Chelmsford, she's from Chesham. That lady over there is from Canary Wharf. But the thing is, we have all got the same problem. We all feel the same way and we are all terrified about what is happening on our streets.
I'm actually here today to talk about RAF Wethersfield and the fact that we have 1,200 undocumented men in an RAF base that are Kurdish gangs and they're building up the hierarchy. This week, my hard work of investigating, staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, talking to whistleblowers, we actually managed to get videos out of these guys partying, fighting, drunk, smashing up managers' offices, and these people have been bussed into my community on a daily basis. They're bussed into Chelmsford between 10 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night. This is not okay, right? Because there is women that are changing their routes home. And they message me saying they're too scared to leave their house. Now, why should a woman and a child have to change their routes home because they're too scared to leave their house because I have a Kurdish gang member walking our streets? They shouldn't. Now, these buses they can just come and go as they please. They have no ID, even though Marie Goldman told me that they have ID, they have no ID. They have a number, a service user number. We also released this week missing people from RAF as well. So there was a list of about 70, but I understand there's 600 people missing from RAF Wethersfield. And this is just one location. How many have gone missing into our systems?
So the first one, Rhiannon White, 27, murdered leaving the migrant hotel that she worked in. She was stabbed so many times that the screwdriver he used to kill her perforated her brain. She leaves behind a 5-year-old little boy. This is the seriousness of what we're dealing with here. This isn't just us saying, oh, do you know what, we don't want them here because we're racist and they don't really fit in. This is what we're dealing with. Stephanie Irons, 23. She was a graduate and had a degree and a master's in clinical psychology. Her parents said she was the kindest, most wonderful daughter that anybody can wish for. Stabbed to death by an illegal migrant. Katie Fox, 34. Stabbed to death at a bus stop. She was injured so badly, but she hung on for 3 days in intensive care before she died. Her parents described her as the kindest, most wonderful daughter that they could ever wish for.
I hope everyone's all right. Thank you for coming today, for supporting Orla and the Pink Ladies. This is an important movement because our voices are being ignored, especially by the mainstream media. And at the end of the day, the more people that come to things like this and show that we've had enough and that we're standing with ladies and victims, the bigger this movement will be. And you know, one thing, I work on GB News. GB News have been very good. No matter what you think of certain media groups, GB News have covered this, not just this, but the grooming gang scandal over and over again. And the message is getting out there. The people that are coming...
welcome to Chelmsford, where the weather has obviously been organised by Keir Starmer. And utter fuckwit. I'm sorry, I don't know if there's too many children here, I don't want to swear too much, sorry guys. But there might be a bit of swearing, you know, Keir Starmer, a bloke who now can't actually walk in a straight line without tripping over. I don't know if that was Angela Rayner who was tripping over, by the way. I see it went on fire as well, COP30, despite the fact that they've completely driven coaching horses through the Amazon. It's now on fire, which is causing quite a big problem. But here we are, listen, I want to thank the Pink Ladies. I can see a lot of pink out there. You guys should be very, very proud of yourselves, you know, because when Orla said to me last week, would you mind coming out and speaking, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my Saturday, because you guys are a fucking inspiration, honestly. Right? Because it says save our kids over there, right? Because you know, only yesterday, there's another one. Some Afghan bastard has come into this country and sexually assaulted and raped a 12-year-old girl. I mean, what is going on? You know, we don't want these people here, right? I don't care about these, you know, BBC types who go, well, sure you're not saying they're all rapists. Actually, I am saying they're all fucking rapists, right? Because it's the only language they understand, right? We don't want them here. We don't need them here, and they shouldn't be here. And we certainly don't want them anywhere near this town, in Wethersfield, 600 of them being busted. I was listening to a show the other day. They're getting busted to spend your money in that place over there, where they're buying alcohol, they're getting lagered up, and then going and assaulting our children, okay? And it's disgusting. And Keir Starmer and his shitty, awful, crappy government are to blame. Right? You know why? Because it's got worse since they got in, hasn't it? Only a few years ago, I remember, it was fine to go down the street in London without worrying about getting your phone stolen or your fucking car window smashed in, right? Which happened to me both times, and nobody seemed to think there was anything weird about it. You know, we live in a great country. This is a brilliant country. This is a brilliant... They're racist, but because they just want to live their lives fairly, they want to pay their taxes fairly, they do not want to be ripped off, and they certainly don't want to be paying billions and billions of fucking pounds to these wankers coming into this country from Eritrea, from Sudan, from fucking Afghanistan, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? See some flags here. I'm surprised the local council haven't come around to confiscate them and lock you up. Because, you know, that's what you get locked up for now. You don't get locked up for raping and assaulting girls. You get locked up for having a flat. It's bloody ridiculous, right? So listen, I pledge to you, I've been away for a while, on leave apparently. I was never suspended, no. I wasn't even sacked according to my lawyers, who cost a fucking lot of money by the way. And I'm going to be back on December the 1st. And guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be doing a breakfast show. Oh boy! But it's not going to start at 6 because that's too bloody early. It's going to start at 7. And it's going to be on YouTube and it's going to be massive, right? And we're going to be talking about migrants and we'll be talking about why they shouldn't be here, and we're going to be continuing the campaign that the Pink Ladies have done so brilliantly with Orla and all of you, because this is only the beginning, right?
You have been accused of racism, and I believe you have been sacked or kicked out of Talk TV. What do you have to say now that you have also been called the same as Tommy?
Well, I've had a lot to say. I've already done a big interview.
With Dan Wootton, but you're interviewing with me.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't really got much to say about Tommy. Tommy and I don't get on. You know,
but you've been calling him a racist, and you are now being labelled as a racist, so what do you have to say?
Well, shit happens, is what I can say. Shit happens, mate. That's it. Come on, mate. Give him my regards.
I will.
Tell him I'll see him soon.
But I'm currently live streaming on Tommy Robinson's YouTube and Tommy's Twitter.
Okay.
Will you be inviting him as one of your guests onto your show?
You never know. Wait and see.
So possibly.
Wait and see.
Excellent. Thanks, sir.
Well, the Pink Ladies demonstration has just ended and now it's time to go home. It was really, really good to see so many people out there and meet a lot of lovely people that are equally just as scared, as frightened of what living next door to a migrant camp is like. It's really not nice. I feel for them, but like I say, I've been dealing with this with Napier Barracks for the past 5 years. I know what carnage it brings. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it here with a very powerful, moving image about what the effects of having so many illegal, undocumented young men can have in your community. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a comment. Sorry I've been away for so long, but I've got to get my hip better. Anyway, I'm going to hobble on back onto the train and go home. Bye for now.